Hi, I'm Bill McLaughlin, Editor-in-Chief of Furniture Today. Welcome to this week's edition of FTTV. I'm here with the staff, and in a minute we're going to go around the table and kind of see what everybody's been up to. For myself, I just recently got back from the Furniture First Symposium in Nashville and from our own logistics workshop, and Powell Slaughter will be giving you an update on that just shortly. One of the things that I saw at the Furniture First Symposium were a couple of interesting presentations, one by generational marketing expert Cam Marston, who had two insights that I think are particularly relevant to the furniture industry. One is that the millennial audience, the millennial generation, is starting to move into their home buying age. And unlike some early prognostications, there is a strong sense that they're actually buying homes rather than renting, which contradicts some of the early research on millennials. The other thing is he pointed out that millennials are running about 5 years behind from a life stage perspective their generational predecessors. And that doesn't mean that they are less mature than baby boomers at a similar age, but simply that from the life stages that they're entering, they're running about 5 years behind. So you should expect that trend to continue over the next couple of years as they start to move into their home buying years. And now we're going to go to Larry Thomas, who just got back from LaZBoy, where they opened a new headquarters. Larry, what happened at LaZBoy?
LaZBoy opened a spectacular new headquarters last week, and they had about 500 of their closest friends there to celebrate the grand opening, including the governor of Michigan and Brooke Shields, who is a spokesman for the company and has done a lot of commercials for them. But not only is this building surrounded by an 80-acre nature preserve, the interior has a very unusual design in that only a handful of people have private offices. Most of the 500 people who work there do not have an assigned office or an assigned desk. They're assigned to a neighborhood or a department such as human resources or IT, and they can choose to sit wherever they want to when they go in each day, and they log in at their computer and their phone, and they can go to work. And there are multiple conference rooms and meeting rooms and all a very high-tech environment with lots of flat panel TVs and wireless access throughout the building. And it was just a really spectacular building, and that they say shows where LaZBoy is headed in the future. So now, Cindy, I believe you're going to tell us about Showtime.
Well, Bill, last week we were at Showtime, of course, and we helped Valdez kick off their 100th anniversary celebration. So we'll be reporting a lot on that in weeks to come. We saw a lot of color, a lot of texture. We'll be talking about the style trends going forward. And then at the end of the week, went down to Manteo and actually helped a furniture company at the Outer Banks celebrate their 70th anniversary. And it was a lot of fun talking to them from a retail perspective about what the furniture stores do when hurricanes come through and try to wash the sofas out to sea. So we'll have a story about that coming up as well. And now we'll go to Powell.
Well, Bill, the team that was down at the logistics conference in Charlotte last week has been busy putting together coverage for that event. That's going to be in this week's issue. And quite a few really critical issues came up. No news here, but the truck driver shortage continues. It looks like it's going to get worse before it gets better. I mean, we're talking about tens of thousands of positions open right now. And we did talk about possible solutions for that, some ways maybe to eat into it. Also, there are a lot of legal issues that are going to be affecting shippers. Shippers are finding themselves getting caught up in lawsuits against carriers and as a contractor versus as a customer. So there's some pretty dicey numbers that plaintiffs' attorneys are using to try and make their case. Also, we had a great panel on home delivery. Several very strong retailers and delivery providers. So I think it'll be an interesting roundup of news and issues from that conference. Yeah.
And that's it from us here at Furniture Today. I'm Bill McLaughlin, wishing you good business.